The funny thing about emotion and grief is that we all have some of it, but how we express it can be highly diverse from individual to individual. Some of my colleagues actually have begun writing, thinking, theorizing, researching the question of whether there may not be an entirely different way of doing grief that we call instrumental grief. And that's the notion that I tend to act out my grief. I get busy on projects or work on a memorial or do something like that, and that the emotion actually gets expressed that way rather than by, for example, talking it out. In our society, there are people that are really scared to say, this is what I feel. For many of us, we're not even quite sure how to label the emotions that we feel, if we feel them at all. And so I think it's helpful, first of all, to write it down if especially you're having difficulty talking it out. Writing in a journal can be extraordinarily helpful for grieving people, and it doesn't take anything special. It can simply be, today I think I'm feeling, or this hour I think I'm feeling, and just begin to write a little bit, a few sentences first, maybe a paragraph and a bit more. As one who does tend to express my own grief, not by talking out emotions so much, but by taking action or being that instrumental griever, to use the phrase of my colleagues Ken Doka and Terry Martin. I think what happens for those of us who are that way is that we, by writing those feelings out, what happens is we actually do express emotion, and we become even more aware of what is going on the inside that we maybe just had not given ourselves a lot of opportunity to think about.